You know something I thought would be kind of cool we could do?
What?
I was trying to touch you. Like, I was trying to hit you, like, because I thought you was looking for
Short ass.
fuck you, bitch. You shorter than me. Like, it can't be something like your ass would do, like, all right, you two are getting fucking tased. No. I guarantee that motherfucker will come up with that shit.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Lost Legend TV. We are
Ready MC.
And I'm Ray.
And I'm Jazz. And we got Skylar back with us.
What's up, y'all?
Today we are talking about video games. Specifically, our top 5 favorite video games. Now, this is not top 5 video games of all time.
Yeah.
This is what you should be playing. Because honestly, some of the ones on my list probably gonna make it in nobody's top 5.
Yeah, some of the ones on, like, I know one of the ones on my list.
Wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
I feel it. Also, I feel like what we should do is each of us give like a couple of honorable mentions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna go too deep into the honorable mentions because we're gonna go deep into the top 5. Skylar, go and give us like a couple honorable mentions on your top 10. Or top 5.
The only one that I can think of is The Darkness.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel it.
James has seen me play this.
It's straight.
I love how fucking like dark it is. You know what I mean?
Like literally, you play this like mob dude who has like it's a demon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
he has a demon.
I've heard of it. I've never played it.
He has a demon inside of his like soul or whatever.
That he can kind of control.
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice.
And it feels like a really good Silent Hill action game. Like it's got a really good dark vibe to it.
All right, give me 1 or 2 honorable mentions for you.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. I'm pretty sure y'all have never heard of this. It's for PlayStation 2.
Okay.
It's called Finks and the Cursed Mummy.
I actually never heard of that.
No, I have not.
No.
Okay, so the whole synopsis of it is there's 2 different time periods, right? And Finks it's basically a King Tut parody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and he dies, and he's trying to travel back, but he meets in this like time warp with this mummy, and they pretty much gotta work together to fix what's been done.
Yeah.
Because this evil witch tried to overthrow him, and like it's not open world, but it's like semi-open world, and like there's like puzzles, and it's like you have different weapons, like different outfits you can do. It's really dope back in the day.
Okay. Honorable mention for me, and I'm not gonna go like the whole series. I'm just gonna say one specific one. Actually, I'll go and give it 2 because I have 2 in my mind. Because that's why I recently asked y'all for 2. Halo 3 ODST.
Okay.
That's got so many fucking memories for me. If the top 5 I had weren't in the top 5, like 100% that would be in there just based off of nostalgia and memory alone. And then if I have to pick one of the series, I must say Uncharted 4.
Okay.
Because Uncharted series is real good. And then 4, I just like the way they wrapped it up.
So I found out the second one that I'm going to use.
Oh, you thought of it all?
Yeah. NBA 2K11.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I know you weren't big on 2K. I got you to play 2K before.
Okay. I'm not the biggest 2K fan.
We slam it down.
But that 2K11, that game's the shit.
Like 2K11 and 12 were like probably my favorites too, just because like 11 like had the whole Jordan thing, which was really cool. Yeah. And 12, I liked that you could play horse. All right, so let's get into our top 5. Scott, you the guest. I'm gonna let you pick what's your number 5.
All right. So this is a game that I think should be on anybody's list if they've played it, and it's Super Mario 64. Dude, Super Mario 64 has so
I'm like, you just pissed right off.
Why did I piss you off?
I know that's in his top 5. Yeah. I don't know how high it is, but I know it's higher than 5.
I fucking love Super Mario 64.
Oh, bro, it was dope. It was way ahead of its time, and even like now, it's still a revolutionary game because like it went from being a game changer in the literal sense to now it's the number 1 speedrunning game in the whole world.
Yeah, there's motherfuckers who are beating that game like 4 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy as fuck.
I mean, this much time has passed and it's still relevant.
Yeah.
What's your number 5, right?
GTA 5. And I know that's cliche, but coming from somebody who's been playing it for 7 years, it's a game that's ever changing. You know, the game that it was 7 years ago is not the same game that it was now, and I mean in the online absence.
Because like I went back and played GTA, like even just the story mode, like not that long ago. Like it was still interesting. Like it was still like I was still able to get into it and enjoy it. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's a little bit of overkill now because you have like these fucking God mode vehicles now.
Yeah.
But like, I have to respect Rockstar for taking like and changing like whole sections of a fucking map that include DLC for it.
Yeah.
On, like the casino heists and all that. And just to give fans just something else, you know, so you never get bored of it. Just, hey, this.
That's one thing. Usually Rockstar and Naughty Dog usually are very fucking consistent.
Yeah, they I don't think they've ever really made a terrible game. Mm-hmm. I know just yesterday I bought Manhunt. Have y'all ever heard of Manhunt?
Yeah. Have you played 2?
I haven't played 2, but they have the original on the PlayStation Store, and I saw it and I bought it. I almost bought Max Payne.
Speaking of Rockstar, my number 5 is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh,
that game is fucking up. I did not think I was gonna go into it liking it as much as I did. I was told the first scene would drag on a little bit, and it kind of did, which was like the scene where you're on the snow. Yep. Once you go to the snow, shit picks up. And it gets real dope. And like I've always said, if a game can make me care about the protagonist of the game, or even like a really high second character, you know what I mean? It's always going to be top level for me. I
definitely liked Arthur Morgan more than I did John Marston.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I still haven't beat the fucking story.
I'm not going to spoil it. Trust me. I
know what happens. It's just
I'm still not
I haven't beat it.
But if you haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2,
please, God, play
you need to play Red Dead Redemption 2. It's
Come on,
really
bitch.
All right.
I agree with you. I love the game. I don't like the online though.
I mean, see, that's the thing.
It's so dead.
Personally, I'm not a big online fan. That's another game I probably could put an honorable mention was Friday the 13th, because that's one of the only games I will play online. And it's buggy, glitchy, all this shit. It's just fun to play with my friends.
If they would have brought the DLC and we got everything, I think it would have made my top 5.
Yeah, I'm saying if we got Jason X, it'd have been in my at least 6.
Or that fucking paranoia mode.
Yeah, I love that.
My number 4 is Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Scoob would be proud.
Yeah. That is actually the first game that I ever played. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is, my mom likes this game more than I do. My mom is better at it than I am. Because, like, I literally used to watch her play it all the fucking time. And, dude, it's just, like, it's so replayable. Like, you can play that game over and over and over again and just not get tired of it.
I played the remastered. I've never played the original.
It's still good, bro. Like, even when they remastered it, it was, like, Crash is solid.
Crash is Crash. Like, you can't fuck Crash
no,
up.
it's solid, dude. All right, Ray, what's your 4?
Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2 specifically would be in my top 10.
Because again, I have not played a game as much as I have Black Ops 2. Like, if we're going hours put in, Black Ops 2 Zombies, I played for goddamn days.
Dude, I could play Black Ops 2 Zombies right now. And that's not saying like, oh, I want to. I literally could walk into my room right now and play Black Ops 2. I have a PS3 in there, and I have Black Ops 2 in there.
Dude, I used to come home, play it when I lived with my aunt. Go to my uncle's, play it. And sometimes I would even go to your house and play it for hours, man.
Dude,
it was fucking fun.
Dad would love to play online mode, and then I got him in playing zombies. He started off real slow, but after a while, we got to the point we could, like, at least with him, we could get to like 18, 19, even like 20 something sometimes. I mean, the highest I ever got, I think, was like, by myself was like 30 something, and then but with somebody I think it was like 43. But it is mine, which is NBA Jam.
Nice.
And NBA Jam is a game that I will literally challenge anyone. Anyone to a game.
You'll never see me play him in NBA Jam.
He won't because he don't want the smoke. He don't want it. All right, I played NBA Jam so much, bro. Like I played it when and I'm not talking about the old '90s version, but even though I did play that too, I'm talking about the one they redid it or whatever, and it was 2010, 2011. They had NBA Jam on Fire Edition. Personally, I like on Fire Edition more, but that's just because I can actually if I'm playing by myself, I can control the other person.
No.
You know what I mean? Because when I have that, you sure as hell ain't beating me.
Yeah.
Because regular NBA Jam, I can't control the other dude. If he misses the shots, I have to hope I get that board. In fact, Scoob and Mac, y'all haven't met Mac, y'all met Scoob. Scoob and Mac would always double team me. Especially when I can only control one person, knock him down, push him, whatever. I could play that game for hours, dude. I could wake up in the morning and play NBA Jam. I could play it till the end of the day, and I would not be bored. You know what I mean? And again, anyone who wants to challenge me in that shit, I will play you right now.
Just don't do it. Because you're not gonna beat him.
That's 100. For real.
So I'm gonna get 1,000 comments. Let's get this work.
That's fine. That's fine. If you are within the area where we can meet up after the virus, 100%. I will play whoever.
We have a whole convention of it.
I'm down. Number 3, Skylar, what you got?
All right. So before I say my number 3, I just want to go ahead and say this is definitely not the best one that's ever been made, but it's Spider-Man 2.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I remember playing that.
So, dude, this game, I played this game for maybe 50 hours, straight up. You can get lost in fucking swinging through New York City for just
swinging around and
days.
shit.
The game is really fucking dated now, but back then, that was my fucking dream come true.
Okay.
I just wish that everything else other than the web slinging was better.
Yeah.
I don't know how many fucking balloons I caught in that fucking game. Just give me back my balloon. Nah, I got fucking tired of it.
All right, right. What's 3?
Okay, mine is, and I'm gonna label this as the greatest wrestling game of all time.
Mm-hmm.
WWE Here Comes the Pain.
Okay.
I don't care who disagrees. That's the best game.
That was on
100%.
PS1, right?
PS2.
That was PS2. Because PS1 was it Warzone? It was Warzone, right?
Yeah, you had Warzone.
You're talking about SmackDown, right?
Yeah, SmackDown Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah, I actually have that at
Brock
home.
was on the cover.
Yeah, he was. But what I love about the game is what you're missing. The elements of it is missing in today's game. I haven't bought WWE 2K20 or 19.
He had 18.
Please don't buy those games.
Bro, I can't
19.
anymore.
I heard 19 was alright. 20 is just hell, buddy.
Because they keep consistently taking stuff away. But in that game, if you face the Undertaker, you can get on his fucking bicycle and run him over. You can go backstage and get on a fucking forklift. You can drag somebody while you're riding the motorcycle.
Just be able to do more. You know
you can do just about anything. You can go to Times Square, climb on top of a fucking skyscraper, and jump off of it. You can climb on top of a fucking helicopter and elbow drop somebody.
The thing that I liked about wrestling games back then was just how customizable everything was.
You had so much freedom.
Yeah, I remember they used to have Championship Scramble.
That was
I remember that.
I remember talking about that because Championship Scramble, I really loved playing that because that was literally I could put 5 different people in this match, and if I win, I have to defend this shit for the next 10-15 minutes.
And then another thing was the GM mode.
GM mode was always fire.
But they 2K is literally taking all of that away from everybody.
You had I Quit matches. You had Shave the Head matches. You had
Buried
Alive matches.
Strip naked matches.
But that was doing too much.
Yeah,
to be honest, that was.
But back in 2006,
when we was 13, we wanted to see that.
Yeah, that's true. My number 3, and it really was so difficult to do my top 3. My number 3 is Max Payne 2. And that was literally it's not the first game I ever played. It was one of the first games I started playing with my dad.
Yeah.
And we literally took turns, we figured it out. Like we had to and this is before we were I don't think there was internet, but we didn't have internet.
Yeah.
So there was no Googling oh, how do I get past this? Work it out.
I remember watching them try to beat Max Payne 3, and I just remember how frustrated they used to fucking get all the time.
I love the Max Payne series. Okay, I don't care if people trash it 3. What I don't care. The entire series to me is fucking fun.
They need to reboot it.
I'd be happy if they rebooted it. But I love Max Payne. I know you like Max Payne because we played it together.
You're the one who introduced me to it.
Exactly. And 1 is really good. It's on the PlayStation Store if you want to get that.
$15.
No, it was $9. When I got it.
Well, you probably got it on sale, but when I saw it yesterday, it was $15.
But Max Payne 2 is my number 3. So now we're down to our top 2s. Was it difficult for y'all to figure out y'all's top 2?
Absolutely.
No, not at all.
Yours was fairly easy?
No, not at all. It was a breeze to go through this whole list for real.
Okay, well, what's your number 2, Nico?
Okay, so I'm just gonna say, James. I don't think James has played this because it got spoiled for him. But my second favorite game of all time is God of War.
I did play God of War. I just didn't finish it because people spoiled it for me. I know how it ends, and I got fairly far.
I'm telling you right now, even if the game gets spoiled for you, it is well worth playing.
It's a phenomenal game before I play it. 100%. It's just when people spoil stuff for me, whether it's TV shows, movies, or games, it's hard for me to go back and re-watch it or play it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's just I already know. You know what I mean? It's so hard. That happened with watching the Walking Dead TV show. I already know what happens.
That happened to me with Sons of Anarchy, man. It pissed me off.
But the story of this game is one of the best video game stories I've ever played. It's and the graphics of this fucking game. Holy crap!
You talking about the newest one?
Yeah, 2018.
You should definitely play it. I think you would. Yeah, like it.
It's a really good father-son story, and the way they reinvent Kratos is just fucking dope.
That's real. All right, right. Number 2.
My number 2 was really hard because I'm gonna say the runner-up is Jet Li's Rise to Honor.
So that's your number 2?
No, that was the runner-up. It was very hard for me to choose between that one and my number 2. But no, my number 2 is a PlayStation 2 game. It's Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick.
I've never heard of that. How?
I might as well.
No, I've heard of.
Break it down for them. I've heard it,
bro. This game is fucking phenomenal. Of course, Bruce Campbell voices the whole thing, but the story, it starts out. Ash is at this bar, and he's watching the news, and the fucking news, they're covering the story of what happened, referencing the film, and these dumbasses play the tape that they found, live broadcast throughout the whole fucking country. Yeah, and it unleashes the Evil Dead, and you got to play as Ash, but the thing is, you have 3. It's the same story, but you go through 3 different time periods because when you go to this professor for help, because you're missing pages out of the Necronomicon, he goes back in time and he tries to find your ancestors to kill your ancestors so you won't exist, so he can be this leader of this fucking army of darkness.
That sounds straight up like something the Evil Dead would do.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds pretty fucking dope.
But dude, what makes it so good is the whole time you have the Necronomicon and you can cast spells, you can possess a zombie for a while, you can spawn in this zombie dog. Mm-hmm. You have different weapons. Of course you got your chainsaw, but you have explosive rounds, you have fire rounds. It's a very good fucking game.
All right, my number 2 is The Last of Us. And I absolutely love The Last of Us.
It was good.
I can't wait till 2 comes out. If you've never played The Last of Us, it's based around this man and this little girl, and he's trying to get her across country because she might have the vaccine to end basically the zombie apocalypse.
I really like the story of The Last of Us. Like it's a phenomenal story. I can understand why it's his number 2. Because he likes the narrative side of like video games. I love
story-driven games.
However, for me, I like The Last of Us, but I cannot stand the gameplay of The Last of Us. I cannot stand
that's you, dude. Like,
you talking about like from the mechanical standpoint?
Yeah, like
I thought it was really dope.
I mean, I was playing it yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, the story is phenomenal and everything, but there are so many things that they kind of overlook. Like, I was playing it, and I was trying to, like, sneak around and shit, right? And it's, like, so many things, like, break immersion for me. Because, like you'll be trying to sneak past a zombie, right? Mm-hmm. And then fucking Ellie, her AI, like, goes right in front of a fucking zombie. And I'm like...
legit, if you've never played The Last of Us, I urge you to go get it, especially if you have. It's only on PlayStation, but it's a great story. It's one of a very few set of games where it actually made me cry, like get so emotional where I actually had tears. It's phenomenal. Like the game, like the AI stuff sometimes is a little buggy, and I get that. I do feel like it's a lot more realistic because it's not. Oh, I have 300 bullets and I'm just gonna keep shooting bullets. I'm good.
Yeah, that's one thing I can give it. You have to like manage your inventory.
You really do. Now that we're all down to number 1, I'm gonna have everybody count back down for the what's up, and then announce number 1. So Skylar, so your number 5 was
Super Mario 64 was my number 5. Number 4 was Crash Bandicoot 2. Number 3 was Spider-Man 2. Number 2 was God of War.
And number 1 is...
Alright, so I just want to say I've put like an ungodly amount of time into this fucking game.
Why do I feel like I know what he's about to say?
So my number 1 is Skyrim.
Oh. I thought he was about to say No Man's Sky. I was like, there's no way you're putting that over God of War. No fucking way.
No.
Because you kept trying to tell me, bro, No Man's Sky is dope. I was like, bro, I can't get into it.
It's dope now, but Skyrim, dude.
I can see Skyrim.
I started playing this game in 2013, 2014, and I was going through a whole lot at that time. And I bought this game for like $25 at GameStop. And I played Oblivion before I played this, and I couldn't get into it. And I asked the guy at GameStop, is this a good game? And he like put it in my bag as when I bought it, and he was just like, go home right now and fucking play this shit. So many things that you can learn about this world. Like, this game has like 300 just like books that you can just read like straight up.
Oh.
So Rara, what was your number 5?
My number 5 was GTA 5.
And then number 4?
Black Ops 2.
Number 3?
SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain.
Number 2?
Evil Dead, A Fistful of Boomstick.
And his number 1?
Super Mario 64.
That's why he was so fucking mad.
I told you, because at the moment he was like, 5? Because like I didn't play it as much as y'all did, because I never really had like the system to play Super Mario 2. So I've seen it and it looks amazing and it looks great.
Super Mario 64 is the only game that I've ever played on the Nintendo 64. Straight up.
All right, give us.
Well, like growing up, it was in the top 3 or 4 games I've ever played, and it's not like Super Mario has fucking online mode.
No. Yeah.
Like, it has a very good... It's not open world, but there's so many levels, and, like, it's fucking challenging. And, like, there's hundreds of games that I've loved that didn't make this list. Mm-hmm. But if I had to pick one game, at the end of my life to play one more time, it would be Super Mario 64.
Alright, so, like, and another thing is, like, this is the first, like, 3D game. Mm-hmm. And could you imagine, like, this game came out in 1996, right? Mm-hmm. Could you imagine, like, playing that shit for being one of the first people who actually played that shit and having to, like, figure out how to fucking play?
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, I mean, that had to be like a revolutionary thing for people, and I wish that I could have like experienced that shit.
Oh, same here.
We don't like the way that games are played now. We take that shit for granted. You know what I mean?
Because like before that, I mean, what did you have besides like NES, like 2D games? Like Super Mario 64 was a fucking platform changer. It was a mechanics changer. Like that opened up the world to different games.
All right, so one of y'all count me down for my top 5, so I can do this.
Okay, number 3.
You just gonna skip 5 and 4?
I was gonna go like 3, 4, 2, 5. Number 5.
Number 5 was Red Dead 2.
Number 4.
Number 4 was NBA Jam.
Number 3.
Max Payne 2.
Number 2.
The Last of Us.
Number 1.
It should have been extremely obvious. I'm wearing the Clementine hat. It's Walking Dead. I'm gonna say season 1. It's so hard to choose between like 3 of those seasons. But 4 of my top 5 are all story-based games. You know what I mean? NBA Jam's the only one that's not really story-based. And it's so fucking good.
I played the first season. I think I played half the second season.
I played.
I don't know if you have. We can always go back through and do it again.
I know I played first season for sure.
I played the first season. I've played episode 1 of season 2, but I have not played.
And you are missing out extremely. This is one game that I've literally, I've played, I've watched other people play it online, and then I've taken it to other people and let them play it and just watched the reaction. I've watched my brother play it. He has gotten all the way up until I think he's gotten into season 3, and I've seen this man get upset a little bit, not to where he cried, but upset and more than I thought he would. I've played with Scoob. I've literally sat with Scoob and sat there with him crying for 3 different seasons. That's it. I had built such a connection to this game, to the characters of that game, that it's that's gotta be my number 1. You know what I mean? I'm so connected to that game that I love it. Y'all watched me unbox a Walking Dead box on this channel. I've worn this hat several times. There's been on other episodes we've done where it was just in the background, back in the garage when we used to do it back in the garage. I wear this hat because I love the game. All right, That's my number 1. The Walking Dead. I'm gonna say season 1, but season 4 is it's so fucking close, like that fucking close, like touching. You know what I mean? It's insane. But that's our top 5s, and again, that's not what we think. Those are absolutely all time. You should be playing. No, I get that people probably don't play Max Payne or even NBA Jam, and I know people probably don't play Spider-Man 2. And people probably never heard that Phoenix game that you talked about. I never forgot the name. That's how
I would like
it is.
for us to go back one day in the future and give our top 5 for each generation.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah,
because I have so many games.
Yeah,
that was actually something I talked to you about. I was like,
we need to do
that.
I'm cool with that. Let us know what your top 5 favorite games are. All right, if you like some of the games we like, tell us why you liked them. If you absolutely disagree, tell us too. That's fine too.
Let us know your top 5.
Again, I will challenge anyone to NBA Jam. And I'm putting that on the internet. I don't give a fuck.
If you want to know anything about Skyrim, just hit me up.
This man loves Skyrim. And this is Super Mario Party guy right here.
Oh, if you want that work in GTA 5, come out.
Yeah, he'll play you GTA 5 too.
Whether you're a fucking tryhard or not. I got you.
But let us know what y'all thought about it in the comments. Until next time, y'all. Deuces.
Adios.
See ya.